Hello everyone, I am back today with another video, and this is going to be a ranked game on Strategus against, this player is Rask. He has a slight winning ratio. He is 389 elo, and I am about 450 or 460 to the best of my recollection. So we're not too unevenly matched, but this is someone that I have played several times before for YouTube, and this will be the next game in our head-to-head saga here, and he is also recording the game as well, I hear about. So hopefully you guys will be able to see that on his channel, and this will go well. And hopefully it'll be pretty interesting to see both of our perspectives on the game, on his channel and my channel, and I can link his video of his side of the game to the description in this one. So something he does is he's aggressive with majors. So you can see all of my majors are toward the front, so as to be able to trade off quickly. So that's why all three of my majors are pretty aggressive here, and each one is able to have easy access to a lane. So know his major here, we know Sergeant, otherwise he's just been coming with scouts. I'm actually going to move that major over. If he moves down, then I'll take it. I'm kind of forced to here, because I can't just not do anything and let him take the spy. And that is just a scout, so he didn't discover anything too important per se. Alright, so I'm going to retreat my major there, and I'm definitely going to want to bring out some pieces, cover up for that spy, and also cover up for the major. So I'm going to need to bring these pieces out, and maybe have my colonel to be accessible as well. Just as a sort of an off chance to be able to maybe collect a scout sooner or later, I'm just going to put that there and have it threatening. Alright, I'm going to do this. He'll probably trade majors with me, and if he does, then I'll take with my captain. I just don't really want to reveal my captain, have his major threatening it, and then have him scout my major. Interesting. Okay. So I'm actually going to be annoying about this. Let's see if he takes the risk. I'd prefer to get some piece for this major before, you know, giving it up to him and just trading. I'd like him to scout it or maybe come down with, you know, a captain. That would be the most optimal situation. I'm going to check this captain. That's a little bit lame, but he could have come down and, you know, taken that minor and forced me to trade, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take the sergeant that I just used, kind of get me that those pieces back. We've discovered a colonel now, and whatever this piece is, I don't know, but I'm going to advance on it. Let's see what he's got here. Okay, perfect. The only bad thing about that is it could have been a major, but I'm fine with that. So we've got colonel here, and we know captain. Okay. So I'm actually glad he didn't take that captain then, because that would have been annoying to have to reveal my marshal to take that major. So that's pretty interesting. He has a good cluster of pieces over here. He's got the colonel with the major in front of it, and then of course the captain and the major on this side. And the only thing he knows of me is that major, and I guess he knows that captain as well. I'll be glad to trade majors if he wants to. I don't have any problems with that. Let's see if he wants to or not. Okay. I'll do that. Go ahead and get that major out of the way. Since I have the info advantage, it's really beneficial for me to trade off the pieces that he knows of me for the pieces that I know of him. And then beyond that, I can just use this extra info that I have here. Now this piece could be something good for sure. I think this could definitely be something good. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure what to think about this piece. It was behind the colonel. Of course, this captain can be guarded by both the marshal and the spy. I'm hoping to get a little bit of bluff value. But I do want to be able to play it safe and not be too risky. I'm thinking this is a good piece. I know this is the captain, this is the colonel, this is the major. I'm a little bit reluctant to open this side up too much, but I think I'm going to have to because I'm at a standstill here, and I'm certainly at a standstill here. So I guess we'll see what can be discovered over here. But if he comes down, I am going to take that with my major. I think it's kind of a garbage piece to discover this. Also interesting to note, we traded two scouts here. I don't think that's going to be a good piece. It wouldn't really make sense for him to come down with a good piece and hit me like that. Interesting. Let's see what happens if I do this. Worst case scenario, he hits the captain. That would not be good, because I could only trade, and he'd probably just plow into my spy on the next move. Okay, that's good. So that just kind of made everything equal again, to trade like that. Okay, I guess we're going to definitely be trading then, because I know this is captain, and I know that's a colonel. Okay, that works. I'm not sure what the point of him doing shuffling here was, if I know that's his captain. Okay, so we've already had a major come from this side and from the center. I'm willing to bet the last one is somewhere over here. Let's see what happens if I come up with a captain. He might just trade with me. Okay, he is, that's fine. I'm going to come up with a second captain then. Currently I'm down a lieutenant, up a minor, but he has no info of me, except this captain, and I know the colonel of his. A little bit unfortunate that I was kind of forced to trade an unknown captain for his known captain, but I think I'll live. Okay, I'm going to come up with a colonel here, just in case, on this captain. Wow, interesting. Okay. Now, I've kind of pegged this as the marshal for a little while. I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, last scout, I'll take that. Last scout to discover that colonel. I'm going to do this. I do think this actually is the marshal. It would make sense to be the marshal. I pegged it as a good piece from pretty early on. Okay, I'm up a minor. So let's use a minor to figure out what this might be, or if we can make him nervous in any way here. If that's his marshal, then it's just going to have to be it. Okay. I'm going to hit this piece. Perfect. That means I also get this piece as well, because I know this move to allow his captain from the back row out. Oh, I hope I didn't just trap myself in some bombs here, though. Let's see. I didn't consider the 2 square rule when I was just taking that piece. I was just thinking of it as a free piece. I hope I didn't trap myself here. I very well might have, though. It's entirely possible. These could just be 4 bombs. What happens if I move here? I'm really tempted to hit this, because it makes sense for, like, this to be the flag. Perfect. Okay, I'm safe. That was a bit of a mistake by me to not consider that as much as I should have. But as you can tell, it ended out well, because I'm thinking this is probably the flag considering his cluster of forces on the left and this side here. This could be the flag, but I think that's a bit more unlikely. I'm going to scout this captain. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the colonel, the second colonel. I'm fairly certain of that. But while he's adventuring to the ends of the earth to try to trap my colonel. Let's see if I can get something done here. Perfect. Okay, let's do this. See what he does. Okay, that works for me. So I'm going to pressure his captain. Okay, I'm going to retreat now. So I'm up simply 2 miners now, and I have the info. I am certain this is his marshal. I'm going to try to reverse bluff my marshal and my spy. He might just go lotto over here. Alright, fine. I can't decide, but I'm gonna call this as a good one here. Interesting. Okay. I'd like to know what he thinks is all my good pieces here. Okay, I'll take that. That's acceptable. Guess he's gonna go lotto or something. Okay, well that was easy. I don't know what the point of going lotto there was. He knows my marshal, he should try to counterattack with that information. But a pretty solid pickup of 10 elo points, as you can see there, 9.8. Pretty good win overall. Not really sweating too much at any point in that game. I just really had the info advantage for most of it. I wasn't too far behind in info at any point, or in material, excuse me. I think at the most, maybe down a lieutenant. But I guess he just got a bit desperate there when I was starting to get up these pieces. And that was the end of the game. So, good game to him, and I pull out another win in our pretty extensive history, as you can see here. And I'm pretty happy with that, so I'll see you guys in the next video.